Oh man, keep going for Muhammad Sahir, everybody. The only one who utilized the stool, and I love him for that. I just came up with another great bit coming next to the stage. If anybody's a cleaner, it's this man. It's Chris Zombie.
Thank you for making fun of my hat there. I appreciate it. What's going on, guys? I'm Chris Zombie. You can't tell I'm into heavy metal. Anybody else into heavy metal? Right on. All right. Alright, so I'm going to pull up a stool here. I like to do therapy. It's kind of a comedy for me. I started doing it because I deal with a lot of mental health issues like a lot of people do. I come from a family that has a lot of mental health issues, and they make great fucking jokes, okay? So, I don't know if you guys know what, back in the day, they used to give little kids a little button. It was like wings, right, for getting on an airplane for your first time flying. And first time my little brother ever got on an airplane, he was about 10 years old, and my stepdad was telling him, he's like, hey, now when you get on there, the stewardess are going to walk you up, and they're going to introduce you to the pilots. You're going to get to talk to the pilots. You're going to get to, see the cockpit. It's going to be really awesome. And when you get up there, tell them you want your wings. And he goes, oh, I love barbecue. Yeah. And, so I was like, all right, he was about 10, and I have a son. He was about the same age, and one night I got home from work, and I sat down on the couch and put on Netflix, as anybody does, and I look, and the last in the queue was RuPaul's Drag Race. What the hell? I know I didn't watch that. I talked to my wife at the time. I was like, hey, did you watch RuPaul's Drag Race last night? She goes, no, that must have been one of the kids. Okay, so we sit down to supper that night, and I'm like, hey guys, were any of you guys watching RuPaul's Drag Race last night? My son looks down at his plate, he's eating. Yeah, I did. I'm like, okay, is there something we need to talk about here, buddy? Yeah, I thought there was going to be drag races in that thing, man. There ain't no drag cars. I was looking for, big muscle cars, and there was no muscles. Oh, there's drag racers, but they ain't wearing no drag racing uniform I've ever seen. I got about an episode and a half in. I'm like, where's the cars? There's no cars. That is false advertisement, Dad. They should not be calling it a drag race, okay? I'm just saying. I was like, I get it, buddy. I get it, yeah. So, he used to do all kinds of funny stuff like that, but when he was little, we used to live in this house, man, and he could have swore it was haunted. I don't know if you guys have ever been in a house or been around a house, or you just swear to God this thing's haunted, right? It's creepy. It's crickety. Well, I lived in a house like that with my aunt, and she stayed upstairs, and my brother and my cousin, they would come over, and they would hang out, and they would lay down on the couch in the living room. I had a big fish tank, and they were like, man, I swear I hear people walking behind me and talking as they're coming down the stairs. And every time I look up, there's nobody there. And my cousin's like, dude, I heard them right behind me. I'm not coming back over to your house to stay the night, dude. I swear, it creeps me out. I'm like, all right, well, I'm laying in bed with my girlfriend at the time, and I hear people walking, talking, coming down the stairs. I'm like, what the fuck? So I stick my head out the door, and I look, and there's a naked woman, butt naked, walking down the stairs from my aunt's room. What the fuck? Then this dude comes downstairs, goes to the bathroom. And then my aunt comes down and goes to the kitchen, starts making coffee or something, I don't know. I look at my girlfriend and said, hey, babe, there's a naked woman walking around downstairs right now. No way. I said, don't fucking believe me, come look. She goes and looks, and right then she starts walking back up the stairs, right? And she's like, holy shit, where's your aunt? I said, she's in the kitchen. There's a dude taking a piss in the bathroom. She looked straight at me and goes, you know what this means? I'm like, yeah, my aunt's getting fucked better than I am. What the fuck, man? I'm telling you, my family's nuts. My family's crazy, right? I've had a lot of people die in my family as well, usually from execution or hanging, or usually self-inflicted, it's a problem. But, my aunt, when she came to visit from Florida, she actually is from Miami, ironically, and she came up to visit my dad, and she was hanging out, she's like, hey, I'm going to stop in. It was right before Thanksgiving. And she's like, I'm going to go see Mike. I'm going to go hang out with him and see what's going on. And she goes over to my dad's house, and, she found out he was a swinger. Unfortunately, he was hanging from the rafters in the garage. Anyway, my name's Chris Zombie, guys. Thank you.
Chris, everybody. And while you're at it, please give it up for the staff of the Comedy Attic. They do it all.